What's up, boss lady? What's up, Canavis? No question. Just great to see a person moving in silence and living out loud. Ooh, I like that. That should be. I do. I have friends that don't like me because of that. They love me, but they hate that I'm silent in a lot of ways that I move. My cousin called me because she didn't know I was divorced, and she was just like, "So you just went through that all silently?" And I was like, "Privately," is what she said. And I said, "When have I never not been that way?" And she was like, "You're right."
Destiny done got a divorce, y'all. She done got a divorce in silence. That's what the girl says. She moves in silence. She don't tell nobody what's going on with the business, even if she is on a reality show. She said, I'm not going to tell you nothing that I don't want you to know. Y'all not going to know nothing. But in this first episode, surprise, I'm divorced, y'all. What's new with y'all? Girl, you got to do better than that, because we need to know what's going on. Quiet as it's kept, we've been knowing that you've been on the outs with that man for a long time. But now I'm going to need to get you on the line, girl, because I need to find out what really happened with this situation, because you ain't giving us not one bit of detail, not nay detailed, and we need to know exactly what's going on. Martell and Melody that showed us the inside, the outside, the upside, the downside, and everything in their divorce, but we ain't even get one stitch. We ain't even seen your signature on the divorce paper. We ain't even seen your man, okay? Not none of it. Not nay bit of it. Okay. Skye Squad, we back in the building. We discussing Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 3, Episode 1. Okay. We getting down to the biz naive. Melody and Martell both have some new career aspirations, so we're going to discuss all that. Kimmi and Letitia are still going at it, and Destiny got a divorce. Okay. That's what that's where we at right now. That's where we is. Okay. Before we get into the details of this episode, I want to know where my people are watching from. Canada, I see you in the building. London is in the house. Is LeBerick coming? I doubt it. Okay, I doubt it. Who else is in here? Lower Manhattan in the house. Martin in the house. New Haven, Connecticut. Nairobi, Kenya is back into his naive. Come on now, Chesterfield, Virginia. Madison, Wisconsin, Birmingham, Alabama. Glad I'm feeling better too, boo. Who else we got up in here? South Boston, Virginia, London, Macomb, Mississippi, Charlotte, North Carolina. Hey, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Okay. You know, gotta call a thing a thing. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Milwaukee? Come on, Tampa, Richmond, Severna Park, Poconos, Key West in the building. I see y'all. Shreveport, Birmingham, Phoenix. Come on, y'all. Come on, be more. I see y'all in the house. Listen, before we stage dive into this episode, I need to know what you guys will rate the episode on a scale of 1 to 10. Okay. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give it a 9.95 because it was good, but I don't want to give it a 10 just yet because I got a feeling they're about to get even better than this. Okay. Right off the bat, you know, what I love about this group is that these are actual friendships and relationships that we are watching on this show. And I have to commend Carlos King, the producers, and the cast for really opening themselves up, except for Destiny. Okay. Really opening themselves up and really giving us the nitty gritty as to what's going on in their lives down to the Huntsville, because we wants to know. Okay. And if you haven't watched it yet, Miss Linda, don't you worry. We're going to give you the details and the breakdown. So stick around, and what I don't fill in for you, everybody else in the comment section definitely will fill in. So feel free to ask any questions that you have, okay? And somebody from the good community is going to answer your question, and we're going to get you the answers that you need. Come on now. The show comes on Saturday nights, I believe, at 9 o'clock on the OWN, okay, on the OWN. But you guys can also watch it if you have YouTube TV. You can watch it on there. You can watch it on the BET app, okay? Absolutely. Ask any question you want, Miss Linda, and we're going to get you the answers, okay? Let's get down to Biz Naive. All right. First things first, okay? The episode is called Sisters in Brawl. We get a new intro for this season, and I have to say, I really like it. Now, I was hoping to get a good look-see at these new cast members, but since they weren't featured in this episode, I guess we're going to have to wait a while, okay? I hope they've been added to the intro because everybody else is in the intro, so I want to see that, okay? Bloop. Okay. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty. When we start off the episode, we are taking a look at the plot of land that the Scotts are calling Scott Manor, okay? Now, this is the plot of land that, Marceau and Letitia are wanting to build their little Scott family community on, okay? Marceau and Maurice are meeting with Uncle Mike. Now, Uncle Mike is just Uncle Mike. I don't know what Uncle Mike does for the business, but he does something, okay? Maurice doesn't want to build on the land until he sees what Marceau is doing. And in my mind, that's the smart play, Maurice. You wait and see what they do because this is looking like a whole bunch of wet marsh right now. Okay, they can't even drive the truck through because they can't even get no construction done because it's been raining so bad down to the Huntsville area, okay? Marceau's plan seems oddly hinged on keeping Letitia happy, which sounds new to me. This sounds new to me because in the past, Marceau has definitely come across as more chauvinistic than anything else, and he also seems primarily more interested in his own interests than his wife's. But that could just be for the show. I really don't know, but it was nice to hear him say that the plans hinged on things that Letitia was wanting. That seemed like a different step for him, okay? They get on the subject of Kimmi not wanting to move on to Scott Manor because Kimmi don't want to be surrounded by all them Scotts, okay? She got enough problems with Miss Wanda and with Letitia as it is. She not trying to be included up into the family and have to be with that family like all the time, surrounded by them in a community of Scots. Why would she want to do that? Okay. Now, if you will ever listen, and I don't know about everybody, but I feel like it is kind of hard if you marry into a family and you are surrounded by nothing but that family. I think that would be hard for anybody, but that's just me. Okay. So I don't really blame her. Now, Marceau says that, they get onto the issues between Kimmi and Letitia, and we discovered that this is still going on. I have so many thoughts about Letitia, but I can't wait to share them with you guys in just a little bit, okay? Marceau says that Martell and Letitia are very similar in how they react to things. And it's the first time I heard it, but it's also a very good analogy about how they both handle situations quite immaturely, okay? Then they react to Martell's apology to Melody on the Steve Harvey Morning Show Strawberry Letter. But what Marceau comments on is, and he hits the nail on the head, is the best apology is changed behavior. He believes that Marceau meant the apology in the moment, but as we all know about Martell, that moment is very fleeting and it will pass just as sure as night turns to day, okay? And just as soon as night turns to day, he gonna be out, in some other way, shape, or form, disrespecting her in some other way, okay? Now, Mel and Destiny are meeting to toast to their new normal, okay? Mel is enjoying learning more about herself, and her tolerance is low when it comes to dating. As it should be, girl. You should be on red alert to anybody that's coming in your vicinity, especially after a breakup that was this bad, okay? Destiny went to brunch with Kimmi, and we learned that Kimmi asked about LeBaric. Now, when Kimmi asked about LeBaric at brunch, Destiny said that they are as good as they can be. Girl, why are you lying? Why did you lie to Kimmi? I mean, at the end of the day, if you're going through a divorce, you're going through a divorce, okay? Everybody on the show, everybody in the streets, we all know that the man been a no-show on the scene since the beginning, just about since his introduction, okay? So it just didn't make no sense why she was lying to Kimmi when Kimmi was just asking about what the streets been saying anyway. Girl, you might as well beat these people to the punch and go ahead and tell them what's going on. Girl, I'm getting a divorce. And that's that on that. I don't like him. I don't like him no more. He gone. Okay. Just say that. Just be real and honest. Everybody else has to be. Anyway, Destiny then reveals to Melody that she's officially divorced. I'm in shock. Not. Okay, nobody's shocked about the situation, and neither was Melody. And the Academy Award has to go to Melody for having to pretend like she didn't know that this divorce was happening. Melody, in my mind, couldn't even fake surprise that Destiny had broken up with her man and they had gotten a divorce. And quiet as it's kept, now I know you can't get a quickie divorce. A quickie divorce, I've never heard of one. But to me, I feel like a divorce takes what, at least 6 months? It takes at least 6 months, right? I don't know. I've never been divorced, and I hope to never be that way. But what I do know is it take a little bit of time, okay? From everything that I have heard people say and heard people talk about, it take a little bit of time. And if you are so happy and so relieved to be divorced, it's shocking to me that you weren't shouting it from the rooftops from before. But that's just me. And kudos to Mel for pretending she didn't know. But in her confessional, Mel says that she knew they were having issues. Didn't we all? But it's been a month since the divorce, and she wanted to be there for, Destiny at her moment of need, but that was taken away from her because Destiny didn't want to bother her because she was going through her own things. Melody was off recording albums and things, and she didn't, Destiny felt like she ain't had no time, okay? But as you guys saw in the clip earlier, I wanted to give you guys that clip from Destiny's Live, giving you the tea that she says that she has always been the type of person that moves in silence. Girl, I understand moving in silence, but you moving in the void, okay? You moving in the void from beyond. That's not moving in silence, okay? Because we already knew. But I'm going to get off it. I'm going to get off it. Now, my question, though, was how are you going to be on a reality TV show as a main character and us not get any of that content? Carlos, I got some questions for you as a follow-up as to why we didn't get any of this divorce happening with Destiny, okay? And it's not that I needed to see them argue. It's just shocking to me, okay? Anyway, enough of that. Marceau is on the phone with his daughter at the office, and Kimmi stops by with his meal prep because she has a meal prep service. She's such an entrepreneur, okay? And I didn't know she was a professional caterer. Did y'all know that? Was that a storyline? Because I didn't realize it. She moving like... I ain't even got to say nothing because y'all saying it for me, okay? Did y'all know that Kimmi was a professional caterer? Because I didn't know. I did not know that. This just makes me love Kimmi more. I love Kimmi. I don't know what it is. Something about Kimmi. Kimmi is everything to me. Anyway, Marceau wants to throw Tisha. Marceau wants to throw Tisha a graduation party. Okay, a surprise graduation party because she's graduating with her second MBA. I could get into my thoughts about getting multiple degrees, but I really won't at this point in time, simply because I believe that people should have the right to do what they want to do. However, just in the world that we live in today, depending on what you get your education in, I would almost sometimes say forego getting the education and just go do what you want to do, unless it's a specialty like dentistry, like being a doctor, like being a nurse, like being a police officer, like, going to school for law. You know what I'm saying? But I digress because I can get on a whole soapbox about that, and I'm not going to do it today. What I am going to do is say congratulations on your accomplishment, Letitia, because I do think it is worth noting and it should be recognized and celebrated. Okay? That's that. Anyway, Marceau wants Kimmi to throw this whole party for him. And she's like, no, why would I do that? This girl is not even feeling me right now. So why would I do that? And then Kimmi is annoyed that every time, like they all been bashing her behind the scenes, but as soon as they need something, they come calling her. Ain't that how people do in life anyway? You know what I'm saying? They don't want nothing to do with you until they need you. And then they need you and you're supposed to pop up and save the day for them. No. And if I was Kimmi, I wouldn't help out at all. But somehow Marceau convinces her to do some catering for the event, and off she does. And bless her heart, because I sure enough would have said, no, I'm not doing it. Okay. Letitia is out shopping with her cousin Kiki. Do you love me? Okay. She thinks that Marceau is throwing something for her graduation, so she's on to him. Kiki asks if Kimmi is coming, and she doesn't know. Letitia doesn't know if Kimmi is coming or not, and she's still feeling some type of way about Kimmi. Now, if somebody could please remind me of why Letitia feels some type of way about Kimmi again, I would really appreciate it, because I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it because my thoughts on Letitia, it ain't gonna be pretty. It's not gonna be pretty because I don't quite understand what it is that she needs from Kimmi. Okay, moving along. Actually, I'm gonna say it right now. Letitia's issues with Kimmi, to me, are reminiscent of the same issues Letitia had with Melody at the beginning of season 1. Because if I am correct in my remembrance, Letitia had an issue with Melody because she felt like she and Melody were not as close as they used to be. Meanwhile, Melody over here being cheated on, lied to, and all kinds of other things by the man that she is married to. And the girl was just hanging on by a thread trying to figure out her life. Meanwhile, Letitia over here needed her girlfriend, her hangout partner, her phone buddy, and she needed all that superficial stuff when Melody was already going through her trials and tribulations. Now, circa season 2.5 and season 3, Letitia is now putting Kimmi through the same thing that she put Melody through at the beginning of season 1, where she wants all of Kimmy's time, attention, love, affection, and everything else that she expects a girlfriend to do. And at the end of the day, Kimmi is right. Letitia is spoiled, and they did it to her. But I'm going to get back on that in a second. I just wanted to know if y'all saw that parallel. Because in my mind, I feel like Letitia is basically doing to Kimmi what she did to Melody a couple of seasons ago. But that's it. Martell, freshly from his divorce, heads over to Madani. Now, Madani is Destiny's shop. Why do I know more about Madani than I know about Destiny's marriage? I digress. Anyway, they get into his post on social media. Now, his post on social media, we had talked about it months ago. His post on social media was of his baby with Melody. But in the baby with Melody was really an advertisement for his new baby that was on the way. So Melody got mad. She went off on him on social media, and that turned into a big thing. I hope I summarized it for you right there. So anyway, they get into his post on social media about the baby. Destiny cautions him that it's a fresh wound to post their child while advertising his new baby. He feels like he could do whatever he wants, and Destiny is shocked by his lack of empathy. NC Old School says, we all saw Destiny's Destiny. She didn't want his last name, talked rough to him, and shushed him. He seems traditional, so attitude and belittling him won't fly. Ooh. And there you have it. From the lips of NC Old School. Thank you, boo. Yeah, so she's shocked by his lack of empathy towards his baby, well, his ex-wife, okay? I was about to say baby mama, but which one? I don't know. Anyway, so we find out that Martell has bought some products of some body butters and some oils and some tea tree. I don't know what was in the thing because we didn't really get to see much of it. And we learned that he's partnering with a brand. I did not catch the name of it, okay? Because I would definitely love to say it because apparently it's a Black business, and y'all know I like to promote, okay? So if you happen to catch the name of the Black business that he was thinking about partnering with, go ahead and put it down in the description link down below. But he's looking to invest 20% or get 20% of the profits of the product. Okay. Now, 20%, that ain't really a lot, but I guess if you just attaching your name to it, that's one thing. But anyway, Destiny is curious, and I guess he wants to sell this product in the store, okay, in Madani, the beauty shop. Destiny warns him not to be associating himself with a product that he's not signed a contract to. And she's right, okay? He's essentially working for free. And she's shocked that he's moving in this capacity. And at that point, she reasons that Melody was indeed the brains behind that operation of Holt and Holt, okay? And I'm starting to wonder too, because what she's saying is absolutely correct. Now, this is no shade to the brand in general, because I say, hey, brand, if you can get that camera time, go get that camera time. But Martell, come here. Let's pull up a chair and let me talk to you for a second. With everybody, listen, this is the economy that we are in this day and age is such that you can develop your own products and services, and you got a name and you got a following. So you could definitely have just put your name on your own product, Martell. All you guys to do is take a couple of months, work with a vendor to develop a product, okay? And then take a couple of months, get your name trademarked because it's going to be on TV and you is a celebrity, okay? Get the name trademarked, okay? And then what you do is you develop your own website via Shopify. There are people out there that can do. You go check out dropshipforsale.com and they will develop you a Shopify website for your product that you have named on your own, that you own all of the percentages of, and then you take that to Madani's, okay? That's what you need to do with this product, and instead of just trying to slap your name on something that you didn't develop to get 20% of the product on. That don't make no sense, and you ain't even signed a contract. Get out of here. Anyway, Martell asked her about Liberic. And y'all see how fast Destiny then shifted that conversation back around onto Martell. She did that with the greatest of ease. And she tells them that it must be hard to balance all these women. And he says, well, that's why you're getting a divorce now, proving that he already knew about the divorce, just like the rest of us, okay? And then Martell says that he believes that Destiny and Mel have way too much mouth, and that's why they will end up being alone. Okay. Well, that does go back to something that NC Old School has said. Let me remind y'all. Okay. Because NC Old School has said that Destiny was shushing him and not taking the last name and talking all type of rough to the man. Okay. So maybe it's something there to that. Okay. Maybe it's something there to that. But that is indication that we did know that there was a divorce going on. Martell basically pulled the wool off of that whole sheep right there, okay? Anyway, moving right along. Melody is meeting with her team about her next business moves. Low key, this is what Martell needs to be doing. Martell, you should take a page out of Melody's book, because if she ain't telling you what she doing, you can see it on the TV right now. Melody has a solid team of people, both nationally and internationally, to help her build her brand in music, products, services, and otherwise. You need to be doing the same thing. I bet you Melody would have had her own name on her own products to sell and pitch and put into Madani's herself. Okay. Anyway, she's doing the smart play meeting with her business team. She's ready to shoot her music video and get back in the studio and so forth. And she's doing it all while she got a child sitting on her hip. Now that's something right there to me. Now Chris Fletcher, the real estate broker, stops by. Okay. And he wants to talk about the 47 acres. Okay. Oh, that's right. She did have Embrace, but I don't know if she got rid of that because I think his name was attached to that. I got to go back and look at her page. Anyway, the man wants to talk about the 47 acres. The deal is moving forward. Now, the 47 acres is how we started this whole situation with the comeback group, okay? They're selling the 47 acres to Chris Fletcher's investment group. Now, they're going to be building 40 plus single family homes. And Chris Fletcher wants to know if she would be interested in building a few custom homes within 45 to 60 days for $250,000 and up. Now, when he said that, to be quite honest with you, What I wanted to do at that point in time was I actually wanted to call up Chris Fletcher and ask about joining in on that thing myself, because I was like $200 or $250,000 for the house. Sign me up right now, okay? Because let me fly down to Huntsville, Alabama, and get me some investment properties. Because I was like, this sounds right up my alley. I'm trying to get up into this real estate game. I don't know nothing about it, but I'm trying to get in, okay? But Melody, okay, she is cautious of Martell's feelings because she understands his passion for that project. And she learns that Chris has not talked to Martell about it, and she wants him to have a conversation with Martell about it first. Now, this was admirable, okay? Right, 47 problems, and I won't end. Joel says, me too, okay? Oh, come on down, y'all. Don't do it. Next thing you know, I'll be down there searching for some land too, okay? Shopping at Madani. I like that Mel said that, because Mel, I believe, in this divorce, I think we've learned more about Mel's character, and Mel has become a lot more likable as a result of this divorce. And it's really nice to see her flourishing and to see this other side of Mel that I really actually am falling more and more in love with, in the same way that I've fallen in love with Kimmi, okay? So I like that she did that because I thought it was very classy. Right, she wants peace, okay? And I really, really liked that a lot. I like how she's moving. We get to Letitia's surprise graduation party for her second master's. Melody shows up to support. Letitia's brother asks Kimmi about Kimmi and Letitia's relationship. Kimmi doesn't feel like she's in a bad place with Letitia, but Kiki, which is Letitia's cousin, feels like Kimmi didn't have Tisha's back at the reunion in the conversation about whether or not Letitia and Kimmi were talking about Melody Holt. At the time, Tisha said that they were not, but Kimmi said that they did. So what happened basically was Kimmi was, from her point of view, she was telling the truth. And she asked Kiki, well, Kiki says that she feels like Kimmi was being honest and she respects that, but she also feels like Kimmi should have had Letitia's back and lied. Kimmi wants to know what Kiki thinks she should have done. And I don't really blame Kimmi for Kimmi took an aggressive stance in that conversation in saying, well, what do you think I should have said? Okay. Basically, she had to end up putting the conversation back on to Kiki and basically putting the onus on Kiki for basically telling Letitia that she should have been more honest in that situation and not coming to her about her own loyalty to Letitia. Now, if that's confusing, I understand, because I was slightly confused too. What it basically boils down to is Kimmi was being honest. They wanted Kimmi to lie along with Letitia in order to back Letitia up. Kimmi won't gonna do that. And she tells them, y'all need to get on Letitia about being honest and stop coming at me with this BS, okay? So then at that moment, Tisha rolls up and they have to curb that conversation. Miss Wanda, we found out, couldn't be there, unfortunately for us, because she is entertaining, okay? Letitia gives a speech thanking everybody for coming, okay? She thanks everybody for coming, and Marceau gives her a watch. It's a presidential, I believe. But I'm not into jewelry like that. So if you know what kind of watch that was that he gifted her, let me know what kind of watch that was, because I'm not as up on the jewelry as I should be. I'm just not. It's just not my thing. I wear a watch and a bracelet that I wear all the time, and my ring and my earrings. That's it. I mean, but other than that, I don't really know much about watch names and stuff like that. Okay, so it was a Rolex. That's what I was thinking it was there, but I didn't want to be wrong. Okay, I'm trying to be classy based, y'all, as Q would say. But Angie said Timex. Oh, get out of here, y'all. And thank y'all for the education. See, here we go. This is why I depend on y'all. Okay. So Tish and Mel have a nice little conversation. Marceau ends up getting into it with Letitia's family for some reason. And then Kimmi pulls Letitia to the side to ask her about her family rolling up on her. Now, Tisha felt like Kimmi wasn't there for her like she needed her to be. Again, same situation with Melody, okay? She feels like Kimmy's actions should show her that she cares about her. And that means calling Letitia, checking in on Letitia, hanging out with Letitia, telling Letitia she loves and cares and adores her. But then Kimmi says this, when Kiowa, which is Maurice's ex, was coming at her, calling her all kinds of names, all up and through and around town, nobody defended Kimmi, and Letitia's face is stuck because she knows she's right. Okay. But still, in Letitia's mind, this is all about Letitia and what she's not getting out of the situation with Kimmi and what she needs from Kimmi and what she needs to be happy. Okay. So Kimmi brings up, Kimmi also feels like Letitia requires so much, but is not willing to give the same in return. And I 100% agree with that assessment. And I am over Kimmi having to explain herself to Letitia. This has been the 100th time that she's had to have this conversation with this girl. But Letitia, you just need too much. And you got these kids. You got a restaurant called Black. You got 2 degrees. You just finished school. You got a whole husband. You got a family that's all around you. What on earth do you need from Kimmi? Okay, you shouldn't even have time to be thinking about Kimmi at this point. You shouldn't have time for nothing else. Oh, you got all these kids, you got a husband, you got a business, you got houses, you got the bill, you got a new education, you probably won't get another degree. Girl, give it up, let it go. Find something else to do, okay? Whew. Kimmi realizes that Letitia is spoiled and they all made her that way. Kimmi has to keep telling her that she loves her, she adores her. And she has to explain to her that they won't always agree. But Letitia keeps saying that she wants to move forward. But she's the one who keeps bringing it up. I'm through. I'm through with her. Listen, I don't dislike Letitia. I definitely, like I said, applaud her for, everything that she is doing. But I definitely feel like this needy storyline is just played out to me. You are a grown woman. And quiet as it's kept, I feel like the older you get and the more grown you get, the less you need all these friends around you calling you all day, every day. You got a whole family. Like, are we still doing that? And I ask y'all this because I know most of y'all up in this chatterization are grown too. So I know some of y'all feel the same way I do. I don't want somebody calling me 24/7 all the time. I ain't got time to talk to you on the phone for hours. I don't, okay? I really don't. Text me. And unless you got something really that you need to absolutely talk about, text me, okay? That's it. And if you really need to talk, we can talk. But I don't have time to be sitting around chit-chatting with you all day, every day, gossiping about this, that, and the third, okay? I don't need to do that. You understand? The older you get, I feel like the less time you have for that. What you want? I want to be spending some time reading a book, investing in some type of new business opportunity, spending time with my family. You know what I'm saying? Walking the dog. I want to spend some time getting some rest, catching up on my shows. I don't have time to be sitting around talking every day. I mean, unless I'm talking to y'all, okay? But in terms of talking to my friends, they know, okay? So that's why I don't really understand what Letitia is needing from Kimmi at this point in her life. Girl, you is grown. You ain't 19, okay? We ain't chit-chatting on the phone for 24/7 hours out of a day. We got things to do. People are working. Girl, put that degree to use and do something. Meanwhile, That was just episode 1, y'all. We got a whole lot more to go. I'm super excited about this new season. I'm glad they are back. They couldn't have come back at a better time. Summer is the right time to just let's get this thing popping. Shout out to Carlos King and the team for bringing them back so soon. And y'all know he said we're going to get a reunion this season. Okay, so y'all got that to look forward to as well. Listen, that's our review for Love and Marriage Huntsville, season 3, episode 1. Thank you so much for participating. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are it. Y'all make my life better. I just want to let y'all know that. I love y'all. If nobody has told you that today, do me a favor. Tell somebody else that you love them. Normalize saying it, normalize feeling it, normalize receiving it, because that's how I want us to live in abundance. Okay. And treat yourself right, treat your family good. Go say hey to somebody. Now you ain't got to call them, send them a text message now, because we ain't got time to be talking all day, okay? But definitely let somebody know that you love them today. With that being said, hey, Ashley got a super chat. Glad you're feeling better, boo. I think you should get into the show Beyond the Pole. It's a pretty good show and it's getting good now. It's on WeTV. Stormy Wellington was on that show. Is that a new season that they got on now? Let me know. Thank you for that super chat, boo. Yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna let y'all go and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. I love y'all.